What was that, right?
If you don't get excited for nationals after watching that video, you have no soul.
Yeah. That was amazing. But we are going to go right over to Vinny Bonta, who will be interviewing Double Clutch. I'll send it over now.
And we are back. 2021 National Championship about to happen. I have one of the teams right here, Double Clutch, who just relentlessly and easily took down the #1 team in our power rankings. What do you expect coming into this game, Raul, for Ritto boys? What do you expect them to do well? What are you guys thinking coming into this?
Obviously, we all know Ryder has some crazy serves. He's been hitting some new ones. It's almost like, he's been hiding it the whole season. He's like stepping out wide. Cuts and reverses. But Coleman, I think he's a deadly server too, with some pushes and, I don't know, maybe the best drop I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They're pretty scrappy on defense too, so we're going to have to play really cleanly, just like how we did in the semis.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
Yeah.
So we just got a layout of what we expect from them. Frederick, I need to know why Double Clutch is going to be the 2021 national champions.
I mean, the real easy answer is we're the hardest hitting team. We're going to hit the ball farther than they can play defense. Yeah. They're going to hit the ball, and we're going to get touches. We've played great defense on them before, and we'd like to overpower this team. I really feel like we've done it in the past. We can do it again, so that's what's going to happen. Yeah. We're going to beat them bad.
Boys, I'm excited to watch it. We're going to get you ready on the practice field. We're going to bring in Ritto boys real quick, so good luck.
Thanks, Vinny.
See ya. And a great, really awkward transition of the other team walking in. We're just going to kill some time right here. And we got the other team right here ready to win the national championship. Ritto boys, you just took out your mentor. You took out the guys who are a huge pedestal for you to take out. Now you have one game left to be the national champions. What do you expect from Double Clutch? They're looking pretty good right now.
They're going to be the best serving team we faced all weekend. So I think the thing for us is going to be serve receive. Yep. If we can serve receive, I think we'll win.
Absolutely. Clark Coleman. I asked them earlier, I'm going to ask you the same thing. Why you guys? Why is it your day? Why is it your time to be the 2021 national champions?
Well, we let them beat us last 2 times we played them, so we just decided that we'll go ahead and take we'll go ahead and take natties. I think it's our turn to win one against Double Clutch. So hopefully we take it.
Well, boys, get ready. Hey, you guys need to stay tuned. We're about to start the 2021 national championship, biggest game of the year. Let's go to Bryce and Mike real quick.
Come on.
And great interviews from Vinny Bonta, the man on the field, who kind of looks like Rory McIlroy. Am I right? That's amazing. So, Ritto boys, Double Clutch. Those interviews were amazing. That was a very humble Ritto boys and a very confident Frederick Hinkle.
Mm-hmm. I like that vibe. And, I mean, that's the confidence that you need to take into championship day. You
Absolutely.
saw them in that first semifinals. They were not bothered.
No, not even a little bit. I do want to shout out everyone here in the stream. You are about to watch the 2021 National Championship. There are 6 new players on the podium. Someone in chat said that, and now I'm saying it without fact-checking. It's true. This is going to be incredible Roundnet.
Yeah,
you
right.
have to stick around. Tell all your friends. If we hit 1,000 viewers, also probably if not, I'm doing it anyways, we're going to give away more Spikeball swag. So definitely stay tuned. Tell all of your friends, because if we hit 1,000, we're giving away some incredible Spikeball swag. So, oh, God, this is going to be incredible.
I'm just so excited. But you're right. None of these players have played in the Nationals finals. None of them have played in the Nationals semifinals. I don't think any of them have even been in Nationals top 8. Like, the fact that they're here in this Nationals finals shows how much they worked in 2019, 2020, and 2021, and it's just so cool. And we're going to show over to the field for their intros.
Okay. I utilize this thing right out of. Okay. It worked really good.
Hello.
Vinny Bonta now in the far field.
It is time! The 2021 National Championship right here, right now. We have double clutch. We have Ritto boys. One game to decide. Spikeball Legends. Everyone, let's give it up one time for both these teams and get it going!
And they're both joining in, meeting at the court, their last meeting of the season. I am just amped up for this match. Both feel very confident, feel like they're peaking at the right time, and are so ready to become national champions.
Oh, say it again. National champions? Are you kidding me? These guys, this is what they've been working for. This is what they've been working so hard for. I know that Ryder and Coleman are way more soft-spoken about it. These guys work very hard at perfecting their game. We all know it about Frederick and Rahul, but these four players have worked so hard for months, 2 years really, to be at this point in their life, on this stage, trying to take that top spot at the podium.
Like all of them. Ryder, I know he's practicing all the time. Coleman is at a tournament nearly every weekend. Frederick Rahul, I already told you, they practice constantly and have been working for years. The amount of film they watch, they break down all their games on roundnetstats.com. They do it all, and it all comes down to this. They've earned these spots here in history.
Frederick Hinkle doing his, oh, that's a weird first touch, but avoiding the no-hit zone is Ryder, who goes on two, takes the open shot. I think that was the smart play.
We start here with a 2. What an unorthodox way to start a national finals.
He gets him to bite. He may have had him beat. Frederick telling Rahul, relax, we're fine.
One of the advice Ryder himself on How to Round It says is don't bite.
He swings very hard. He's going to try to call a hinder. They're going to
upset about his footwork there, saying he wanted to move around Epperson there. See what the observers say, or if they're even going to talk about it.
I love Riva trying to get the ball, just trying to get the ball quickly. Don't go to an observer.
I'll just serve. So Ryder Riva, 21 years old, Santa Barbara, California.
Swinging hard. We saw him put on a clinic against Boisterous. They won 21-10 off the hands of really both of them as servers.
And he says, I think that may go to observers, but it does not. Okay. But he really said it is surreal to be in this finals here, Riva.
It looked like he started joking around, and Frederick Hinkle is all business right now. He wants this so bad. In his interview with Vinny Bonta that you guys just watched, or maybe you didn't if you're just tuning in, that he said, we're going to hit it harder than them, we're going to hit it farther than them, we're going to get touches, and we're going to make sure that they don't.
Yep.
That is the most confident pregame interview that I have heard from any of our competitors this weekend.
He is all business. We saw him in last night on his Instagram story, took an ice bath. He is taking this more serious than anyone here. He wants this so bad.
Most other players enjoyed adult beverages last night.
Yeah, but he's coming in and he's taking it to the limit. This would mean the world for him. When he won his first pitcher early in the year, actually with Coleman Epperson, he said this is what it's all about.
Lefty swing by Ryder Riva. Nobody home. Frederick Hinkle had run the other way, but the set was very good from Coleman Epperson.
Wow, I love the clean play so far.
Riva going to try to make some things happen here from the 7-foot line. Steps out right, hits a cut, and he does right on cue. Riva gets his first ace.
That is so far away. Again, it is harder for these shorter players to get over there, but I don't know if anyone could have gotten there.
I wouldn't have done it. And he hits another one, back to back. This is what Frederick and Rahul do not want the Ritto boys to do.
And you see Epperson is stoked, and that's the energy Epperson needs. He needs to feel it from his partner to do it himself. So this is huge for both of the Ritto boys.
Oh, goes for the reverse, like we mentioned. That ball's got so much spin that even off the turf, it grips and turns 5 feet to the right. Ryder, his 3rd serve in a row. Steps out wide right, fakes again. Had the
wide open, Bryce.
Absolutely wide open cut and hits the front of the rim.
But that's what his left is so good that it's such a threat. You cannot let him fake left because he'll take it. He'll take it every time.
You saw that Hinkle, white hat, white shoes there, you saw him calm down his teammate earlier on the rotations, and then he's almost getting his ankles broken himself. He got away with one because Riva hit the rim. But Rahul, who's got some serving power of his own, hits the rim again, double faults, and now Coleman Epperson will get a chance to prove himself here at the Proving Grounds, aptly named, here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. More specifically, Conshohocken. Swings hard. Misses the net by a mile, hits Rahul Murphy in the shin, and now Frederick Hinkle, who will hit this harder than anyone that you've seen today. Does. Good recovery set by Epperson, but swinging from off the net is Riva. Great point for double clutch. A break they needed to get some momentum back.
Yeah, I've got to bring some energy back. I love Hinkle. He's a relatively high serve-on percentage because he just blasts it like that, favoring the right cut and the right push. He will challenge you so much with that right hand.
It is polarizing here. We heard a lot of crowd noise from our left when Texas started, or when double clutch started getting points, and then immediately from the right side of our booth, we heard a lot of "Come on, Ritto." So polarizing stands over here, and with the head fakes, he goes to the left. As you said, it is so dangerous. Mike White just turned around in disgust at how nasty that left hand was.
He has them jumping, and that's why you see them moving. Hinkle's even laughing because he's like, that is ridiculous. Game recognized game. Of course, that one popped up, and they're going to play. No, they're not.
No,
okay. Okay.
They gave him another chance at this. Mentor and good friend Preston By is amping him up from the sidelines. Tries to hit a cut.
Say that in California when they played, that left-hand cut had an ace percentage 25%.
So good.
Yeah.
These guys are so good.
So good.
It makes me so mad. That one goes way up over the head, even off the rim. You will see these players opt to play some of these just because of how good everyone is at serving. Taking the ball out of their hands in any way, shape, or form will turn into some points. Coleman Epperson crossed up, steps wide right, tries to hit a cut.
Yeah. And I will mention any of these stats I'm pulling out, they come from roundnetstats.com. Roundnet Analytics worldwide. They break down all of the games from the Tour Series, and they can break down your games. So check them out, roundnetstats.com. I have a whole encyclopedia here to share with you during this match.
Frederick Hinkle, meanwhile, is trying to break the net with how hard he's hitting, and that one works. They're calling high. I don't think that Riva is going to like how this one goes.
Yep. They call clean, yep. And again, let's quickly mention the observers here. Ben Dantowitz, Max Modell, and Ryan Fitzgerald. Of course, the 3 observer system. Observers, they make some active calls, but they don't make every call like refs. It's mostly when they're asked. A blast, a little high on that one.
Little high. Not very high, just a little high. Definitely close. But with how hard Hinkle hits that, the further left he goes, the more he closes off his own angles. The smaller that window, that margin for error is. Swinging hard, twice in a row. Cooled down a little bit with his last 2 serves.
Right, very opposite what we see from assistive touch. These guys are swinging every single time. Their ace percentage and honestly their serve-on percentage are so high, you might as well. Especially Rahul Murthy, who is actually the strongest server when they played last time, mostly due to his reverse right there.
That one. Oh, they called it a pocket, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, high is an interesting call. Another one that Riva may want back. He returned it well. I feel like you just got to play those.
It's really challenging. And they're calling it clean again. And Riva is stunned. That's now 2 points now. He gave back, obviously one was different than the last. They could have easily played that one. You're right, Bryce.
Rahul Murthy. They will play this. Take it out of Rahul's hands. Epperson. Oh, he played. Oh, he calls it on himself. Got the sportsmanship out of these. The Southern charm and sportsmanship out of these guys.
They're not making you go to the Observer. Because Southern Charm, we'll mention, right? If you're new, Double Clutch, Texas A&M alum and current member in College Station, Texas. College Station, Texas. Of course, the other guys, a mashup. We got Tennessee, Coleman Epperson from Tennessee, Ryder Riva from California.
That was a great serve. They will call this high. My guess is that they're going to go straight to the observers. Oh, they don't waste any time.
Oh, they're just switching sides. That's the power move known by Chiswick Showalter, that when it goes to observers, we're switching because we're pretty sure we're right. Were they always? No, but it definitely gets in your opponent's head. And they call that one
they did
high. Riva may be upset that one didn't go their way after losing the last two.
Yeah, that was actually very close. Hinkle, another one.
Way high on that one. I love his lean and step forward. Allows him to get so much power and more angle.
Good drop shot. Ryder's going to swing with his right hand. Body up by Rahul. Hinkle is there, but he botches the set. That is so uncharacteristic of him. He puts those within the no-hit zone area all the time.
Every time. That is their bread and butter defense that we talked about. We didn't see it much earlier, but the up from Rahul, Hinkle chases down. Just a little off that time. I don't know if he really did the certain type of motion that he usually does. Maybe overthought it a little bit.
Stepping out wide right, faking left, fakes left again, goes left. That was an unbelievable lefty cut. I don't care. Even if he hadn't jumped, he's not touching that ball.
No one can receive that serve. That was what, ankle level? Did it even bounce?
I'm pretty sure Rahul Murthy just said, what was that?
Yeah, like, did it even bounce? It hit 2 squares. It hit 2 squares, but he gets it with so much cut over the ball that it just moves. It doesn't pocket. Oh my God, one more time. And with how quick his toss is, it's just disgusting. Timeout called by Double Clutch.
Very smart timeout. They got a cool Ritto boys down. I mean, they've gotten all of these breaks basically off of their serves, something that either one of them is capable of doing, either one of these teams is capable of doing. Especially, I mean, Epperson, he did go off on some of his serves in their semifinal match, but he is definitely not the one that they should be looking out for. These serves are all going to come out of Riva. However, both of the players on Double Clutch have the potential to get a couple back. So it looks like 2 points and the break here from Riva, but I'm telling you right now, they're not out of the woods. Not even close. Because
not at all. I think I'm going to say a different X factor. Of course, Ryder, Riva is good enough to do it, but in their series last time, Epperson was the weakest player in that series, so it's up to what can he do. Can he hold off enough so that Riva can just make this work? If Epperson comes out to play as well, I think this might be just at least curtains, at least for this game 1.
14-11. Riva still sticking with the fakes. We do take a look at chat every once in a while. Show the love. We're almost at those 1,000 viewers. We will give away a pro set. Hinkle sets this off the net. Murthy has to swing hard. Epperson in position, but a great shot and way too much power from Murthy. Hinkle wasn't joking.
No, right. They're going to hit it hard. That's what they do. That's what Texas does. They just play hard. They swing hard. They hit hard.
And all with their right hand, I've learned. Good reverse cut, but received by the left hand of Riva, who puts this into the body of Murthy. They do this so well. Murthy's going to swing hard. Riva gets a hit on it. Epperson's set is so good. What a stab at that by Rahul Murthy, but a great point all around. The crowd is losing it here in Pennsylvania.
Oh my goodness. Just Double Clutch puts it all together, and it's still not enough. Riva meets that. I love that Murthy was able to get it back. That's the Double Clutch we love and see. Just beautiful over the head set by Hinkle. Little fist pump as it goes, but again, not enough. But talk about that stab at it. Wow. Just getting another touch.
The fact that he even got the touch it's probably almost worse for him mentally. He's like, we had it. But it was very smooth play from both teams. That's the Frederick Hinkle type of setting that we know. But no slight to Coleman Epperson, who had an amazing set over his right shoulder as well. Now Hinkle will receive this with his right hand. This pocket's up. That is so unfortunate. He's going to maybe call this. He should have tried to swing at it. His argument with the observer would be a little bit better. just listening in on the field here.
Yeah, saying, did you even have a chance to get there?
That's why I think you always just got to make some sort of effort. Doesn't have to be a big effort, but
so the observers will talk. Did he have a play on it worthy of a redo?
Basically, it's going to be all eyes on Ryan Fitzgerald, who actually made a play from over there himself.
And they are calling a redo.
They will call for a redo.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean, one of the observers proved it yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
So if anyone's going to help make that call, it might be to Ritto boys' benefit that Ryan Fitzgerald is on that panel right now. Good low drop shot. Hinkle there, no problem. Swings very hard.
Yep.
And then they try again.
And says that time, nope, I wasn't getting that one.
I honestly think his arm was closer than he should have outstretched it, but he might have carried it even if he did get there. So point goes the way of double clutch anyways. Big first set. Riva kind of pulls this, and then the left hand of Epperson holds onto it a little bit too long. Point for double clutch, who's closing the gap here.
Right, that was actually a reverse coming out for Hinkle, which we haven't talked about because he doesn't do it often, but in California, he pulled it out, and he actually got 36% of his serves on it with an ace.
That's a good mid shot from Riva. Hinkle always in a good spot while he's sprinting, always close. He knows exactly
He is
where to
working
be.
so hard. Like sometimes, if he was one more step, he would have been just in that spot. He has such an eye for where the ball will go.
And to do that so far away from the net means you're covering even more ground, which is wild to me that he's able to close that gap. Ritto boys and Ryder trying to change out balls, trying to extend the lead with his serve. Steps out wide right, tries to hit a reverse, doesn't work out.
To the rim, but they have this lead not by much, just one break.
By the way, we are almost at our 1,000 live viewers here on twitch.tv/Spikeball. We will, between games, be giving away more Spikeball swag, but we have too much action here to take the focus off of these 4 players vying for a national championship. Rahul Murthy hits another one high.
If you're wondering what a ball looks like when it's hit like that, it is an egg going top over bottom. That's how hard it gets hit.
Coleman Epperson swings hard. That looks like a good one. Rahul thinks it's high, no problem. However, I believe if they go to observers here, the boys of the Ritto boys may actually get the call they've been looking for. 4th time they're meeting on a high call. Ritto boys haven't gotten one, and it's called clean.
Yeah, it's so challenging, especially when you're receiving right at your shoulder. Sometimes we talk about Caleb Heck, you just gotta let it fly by you, but they don't. And Epperson gets one, which was what I said is huge. That's the X factor here. Riva is looking like he's gonna play well. Can Epperson support him?
Definitely. Double fault by Ritto boys. Now Frederick Hinkle, who has been pretty much all business here, has the ball at the service line. 18-15. A great serve, reverse cut that just flies through the left hand of Coleman Epperson.
Yeah, that's so much speed. I want to get a radar gun on that one.
I don't. That'd scare me. Riva leaning back. That goes over his head. Yeah, he's got to be hitting this thing over 60 miles, like 60 miles an hour maybe? I don't know. Riva swinging with his right hand. They get a body touch. Hinkle gets an amazing set, and that may be the play of the game. Riva may want a carry call, but
However,
I don't
believe
care
there
what
is
happens.
a carry call. There is a carry call, but that doesn't take away how incredible that play was.
These players are going to sell out all game, and they're dapping up. They know how cool that is. It's unfortunate it doesn't go their
Guys,
way.
if you're here to see the replay, pretend it wasn't a carry.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Ryder Riva, the man with the golden hand so far this match. Faking multiple times, hits a lefty cut, a diving save, but Rahul Murthy kicks the net. Unbelievable. He actually was able to put this away.
Yeah, Hinkle's upset because he thinks he could have got back to it. But that's what you have to do to return his left hand.
Look at this. He has to dive.
Yeah.
And then Murthy, so unfortunate.
But, so we got a now game point.
Our first game point in this national championship. It will not happen from the serve of Ryder Riva, at least not yet. Double clutch. has a couple of points to make up here. Rahul Murthy, crossed over stance, hits an amazing cut. They try to call this high.
Hinkle, of course, always reluctantly agrees. You'll see those nods that he doesn't want.
Smiles. Yes, business, but understands that this is still fun. Murthy trying again, and we have our first game in the books. Double clutch falls one down to the Ritto boys.
Ritto boys, we're not going to call it too soon. This team has gone to 3 games, I believe, both times they played. So double clutch is not down or out.
Yeah, of course it has. I mean, these guys are insane, and they make adjustments on the fly. I know that Hinkle and Rahul, when they're not playing well and they're not winning, the conversations they have on the sidelines make a humongous difference into what they actually do in the game. You'd think like, oh, just keep doing us is what most teams are going to say to each other. They know exactly what happened, exactly where they went wrong, and then exactly what to do to fix it.
Yeah.
The fact that they are such students of the game and they know exactly what needs to be done to win at a competitive level is a testament to how hard they've worked to get literally right here.
But let's talk about Riva and Nera. Just a show.
Doing what he needs to do.
I mean, there were calls early in the year. Ryder Riva is the best player in the world, and he is showing it right here.
Here's what I will say.
As he walks by our tent.
I will say that they've won this game by a couple of points. And of the 4 observer high calls that happened, they only got 1. So they didn't even play.
There were 3 points they didn't play, right?
That they kind of gave up on because they assumed it was high. So, and I do want. Is this the first time ever? This is. I had to look at the maestro. This is the first time ever that there has been a K in the viewership count on Twitch.
1K.
Wow, I just heard that 1,200 viewers would double our previous record of 600 live viewers on twitch.tv/Spikeball. So thank all of you for making this
That's what I wanted to
happen.
say, right?
This is unbelievable. I mean, blow up the chat. Blow up the chat. I'm going to call out some names before we get here into game 2.
It says 1K, but that really is 1,000 individuals that chose to turn on this Spikeball Nationals today, and we are so happy that you did so, and we hope you've been enjoying the show. Roundnet's amazing, isn't it? It's just been incredible, and these players are such athletes. Thank you so much for being a fan of these players in Roundnet. We're so happy to have you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Here's a quick giveaway before game 2.
I made a promise. 1,000 viewers, we're doing a giveaway. Take your time to go to spikeball.com right now, right this second. Sorry if I'm looking at chat to see how electric this is getting. Go to spikeball.com. Get ready to add a Spikeball Pro set and a Spike Buoy bundle to your cart right now. It's one item. It's a bundle of Spike Buoy.
Find it on the Kits and Bundles page. Kits and Bundles page.
And the promo code is...
All right, wait for it. Wait, I'm not going to say it until we see a Let's Go in chat that says Let's Go Bryce. We need a Let's Go Bryce, then we're sending it.
But what is it?
Oh, I'm going to tell you.
Tell me what it
we
is.
got it. We got it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ready for this one?
Okay.
We got to do it quick. They're getting up to the game.
There's a couple. It is Nationals 2021 WOW. One word.
Wow.
Nationals 2021 WOW.
Wow.
Get your Spike Buoy and Pro Set bundle right now. And if you didn't own a Pro Set before this and you're getting one for the first time, go practice your serves for about an hour a day, and you could see yourself here.
You can see here. And, of course, subscribe to Ryder's YouTube channel, How to Roundnet. Here we are for game 2.
Oh, my
I'm so excited.
Gosh. I had my hands on my head the entire first game after the first incredible play. Ritto boys, give the ball to Ryder Riva. That is no mistake. They know that he can start them off with a big old lead. Fakes, goes cut. That will bounce high. Definitely not flinching at the call. And Frederick Hinkle in the white hat, white shirt, white shoes, hits a banger of a serve. Defended well by Epperson, who pulls this and avoids the no-hit zone.
Wow.
Spikeball 2021.
Wow.
I mean, Nationals 2021. Wow. That promo code's probably already expired. Someone's already a lucky winner.
Did you see that hit? Look at this. What?
That angle is actually incredible.
Unbelievable.
Coleman Epperson steps out left, misses the net by just this much. And he'll get a second serve here. And that one is also a banger, but a little bit high.
Shout out to Christian Anderson, who said he won it. If you're lying to me, I'm upset. But if you want it, shout out. Here we go. Wow.
Rahul Murthy with his first serve, second serve now of the of the game. That one pockets up a little bit too high. They agree. They're not even going to go to observers. Ritto boys. Oh, he gets the fake.
He hasn't hit that yet, the fake with the righty.
And he has them beat. That's twice now that he's housed it under the net when he's got them beat. But he hits a cut there that is just unreturnable. Murthy gets a hand on it, but hits it right at Epperson. Point Ritto boys.
Unbelievable. These serves are so good for Riva Nera.
Another one. Great cut, however, this time.
Yeah, Carey called on himself by Hinkle.
Sportsmanship.
Yeah,
Incredible.
he knows it.
Ryder Riva. Fire right now from the service line.
He always does 2 cuts and then a reverse. That's what he did last time.
Steps out wide again, goes left. Lefty cut! You can't let him get away with this if you want to be a national champion.
He came to play. He came to play. They haven't won a tour stop this season. They want it so bad.
And then he hits a reverse, and it jams Hinkle. They may be calling their timeout right now, and I can't agree more with the timing.
What do you do? And Epperson is just on fire. They're getting yelled at by the crowd.
Gassed up right now. These guys
They're
are
gassed up. I'm gassed up. This is incredible.
This is amazing.
What a performance.
I mean, there's 400 people like watching. There's 1,000 of you watching at home. Who knows how many thousands of you are going to watch this on demand later? Probably 1,000 of you that want to rewatch it again just to see how.
I'm going to rewatch it.
I'm absolutely going to rewatch it. But the timeout call there by Frederick Hinkle, Rahul Murthy, I think very important for them to slow down the hot hand of Ryder Riva.
Yeah, I don't know how much it will help, but maybe not as much resetting Riva, but resetting themselves. Getting ace twice in a row does not feel good. Lose your confidence. They got to reset. They have a strong mental game.
Yeah, 2 of those. I mean, they got hands on 2 of those. One was a lift, and one just jammed Hinkle up near his pecs. So they need to slow him down. He hits an amazing reverse cut. I thought they may call a carry there.
Called a carry on the set. Hinkle thought it was good, so they are going to the observers.
I think Hinkle's going to be a little bit upset with the final call here. Everyone voicing their opinion from the peanut gallery. However, ultimately, these 3 staff members are observers here, Mr. Modell, Dantowitz, and Fitzgerald, are conversing. A little bit lengthy combo here.
It looks like they're opting for a redo call, which is challenging if you're Ritto boys, because I thought they had a break. However, it wasn't a sure break. That was a good play by it wasn't a break. They put it away. So I know, works both sides. Ritto get another opportunity to put it away here.
Definitely. Picks up where he left off, tries to hit the lefty cut, which has already worked so well this series. Steps out wide right, swings very hard. They will call that one high, and it was. Frederick Hinkle with a little shimmy, trademarked shimmy, before he winds up and lets a rip on his serves. Does it again, hits this one right at the chest of Epperson, whose left hand just dies under the pressure.
Yeah, it looked like he had it, but it's just not a good piece of it.
Really soft hand, didn't work. They may play this, and they do. Riva swinging with his right,
wow.
And he hits himself in the foot. It was a great pull shot, but this is exactly what double clutch needed.
And he was forced to by the defense of Murthy. He was there. Hinkle was ready for the push. He said he just wrapped it a little too good. His feet were there. If you do that, you have to dive. That's why you see so many players dive and pull, which Riva actually doesn't do very often.
Big swing by Epperson, body defense by Murthy. They will swing away from the defense, and that is a great couple of points for double clutch, bringing themselves right back into this game.
The crowd comes alive. It's usually quiet, but when double clutch gets a break, They love it. That is just textbook. How do they keep doing that exact play? Like, did they draw that up? Or like, I mean, obviously they drew that up, but when did they decide that this is what works?
Well, when they started making their way to the national championship game, I think. That one.
A rim call by Hinkle on Riva's hit. I'm
They
sure
will,
that will
they
go
will
to
say ram.
observers.
I think it pocketed up and was loud. However, that's not up to me.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with the idea to go to the observers from Hinkle.
Yeah, you may see a lot of observers, but the truth is they're not trying to gain an advantage on each other. A lot of this stuff is just too close to call. When you're playing, it's hard to focus. You're trying to play the ball. You're not focused on, was that a carry? Was that a hit? What happened? And so, again, even the observers say it was too close to call. That's just what happens in Roundnet. It's a challenge, but it's part of the game, and it allows us to have such fun things, like, you know, just playing this stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was that call was just a product of it looking good but sounding bad. A good second set and a lefty pull from Ryder Riva. That second set off the serve receive was awesome by Epperson.
A nice left hand, not used too often on this court.
No. Coleman Epperson looking to get a second serve in there. Crosses up his stance, steps out left and swings very hard, trying to break the leg of the net there. Murthy swinging very hard. Left reverse cut, but the backhand from Epperson, that was like one of those like top drop type of shots right there.
How did he have that as an option?
It wasn't an option until he made it an option.
Like, just absolutely crazy. The flick, boom. Tyler Chiswick, akin to three-time national champ Tyler Chiswick.
Oh, a very low serve here. Rahul's set is awesome. This is going to get sent. Epperson there.
Oh.
Well, he made his way. He made his way there.
Epperson wants a redo. He definitely changed his trajectory because of the chairs. Not ideal. Maybe we need 3 more feet next year, it seems like. I thought we were good.
Yeah.
It seems like we need 3 more feet. Well, these are the heaviest hitters in the game.
Yeah, that's true. They said it in their pregame. We are going to hit harder than everyone. They're getting the observers together, I think. Oh, no. The observers give him the thumbs up right away.
Yeah. He was there. And he definitely changed his stride because of the chairs.
Ryder Riva getting back to the fakes that worked so well in the first game. Hinkle crouched low, making it a very deceptive serve for Ryder Riva. It does intimidate you when you've got someone crouched down to like 4 feet. Hinkle swings hard, of course. That's normal. Does it again. That one's received pretty well. Good high pass. And then the wrap from Ryder Riva. Good set by Epperson, who's been doing that pretty well so far today. Rahul and Hinkle did break a couple to get themselves back into this. That drop almost works. He's only gone to it a handful of times, and when he does, it's usually successful. This
really
time he
strong,
swings very hard.
Really strong change of pace serve for him. Just he swings so hard at you. It's similar to when Caleb Heck was doing earlier, where he hits you with a cut all the time, hits you with a drop, you're not ready for it.
Rahul. Good cut, but great first pass by Epperson, who another backhand kind of dolphin petting
Pet
shot.
the dolphin.
Yeah.
Pet the dolphin. That's the official name. Pet the dolphin. I haven't seen that from him all season.
No, that was perfect.
That's akin to pre-no hit zone days. I love that he's bringing it back.
Ryder Riva, all of his more recent serves have pocketed up pretty high. Starts side by side, steps out wide right, drops it, little change of pace. Smiles from Hinkle. Don't know if you would have had me. Now Hinkle, always sporting these shades and a hat, swings unbelievably hard yet again. And needs to start landing some of these. I know they brought themselves back in this match, but oh, that is great jam serve. And this one gets pulled. They may call a hinder just because Rahul could not get there.
I believe it is going to be a hinder call. I believe that's fair. Epperson tried his best to get it's avoidable. He tried his best to get out of the way. However, that's where Murthy wanted to get. It's just unfortunate. I would believe it's a unavoidable hinder. But we'll see.
Yeah, he definitely stopped running because he had both of his hands on the back of Coleman Epperson. I'm not going to be surprised either way, but I think that they're entitled to a hinder, and they don't get it.
Wow.
They do not get it. I think he needed to make a little bit more of an effort instead
That is
of giving
true.
up on
That
it
is
to
fair.
prove that he could have been there.
Yep, it's hard to argue.
Oh, and then Coleman's getting really close on his serves. Rahul's serve receive.
Yeah, you also have to,
awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, they haven't really done anything wrong, double clutch. Now Rahul Murthy gets the swing very hard. Good cut. This needs a good set, and Epperson's from off the net. I love the idea to swing very hard, but double clutch doing what they needed to do, and it's with the service pressure.
And they take that lead. That is the big thing. I love this wonderful set from Riva and I love Ritto boys' effort to try to make it back. Don't think they would have got the point eventually, but huge double clutch.
I mean, after being down where a scoreboard read 6-2, to bring it back, oh, that barely clipped her in. To bring it back and take a lead, doesn't matter what point in the match you do it, you get the lead.
Yep.
You're doing something right. So Ryder's going to step out wide right on the first one, fake, and then go left. Just one fake that time.
I'm waiting for him to hit the double fake righty cut.
That's going to be good. Hinkle set so good. A little off the net, and Epperson needed to chase it a little bit sooner. Got caught in no man's land. Good point for double clutch.
Little tiger swing from Hinkle. He knows he saved that point. That is a strong set, a recovery set, if you will. And just, that was huge for them.
Up and over. Boom ball. Both players too close. The one time Hinkle's not in a full sprint to get to the ball.
This game, you say, why don't people do that every time? Defenses adapt. You have to constantly be adapting back and forth with what they're doing.
That serve looked good. Hinkle swinging with his right, pulls it a ton.
Again, right there, adapting. Riva expected the push. He's like, nope, I'm going to pull this time. It's a chess game.
It looked like that's where Riva was standing, and then he adjusted away, and Hinkle just pulled it and hit it right at that Protein 2-0 sponsored banner. Rahul Murthy swings very hard. He's going to get a right hand on this as Riva avoids the no-hit zone. Point for Ritto boys.
Classic, and they are down one, but slowly working their way to the end game here in game two. A couple clutch breaks would maybe that difference.
Riva serving on 14-14. Crouched down, hands on his knees, is Rahul Murthy, who shifts again. The cut serve was great, good serve receive, but the shorted set, another time that Frederick Hinkle has an uncharacteristically off the net set.
If you're not perfect 100% of the time, you're not perfect. And so he showed it there. He's made some great sets. You can't expect him to make two in a row. Finally, the serve pressure is too much. And that gives them the lead.
And then Riva, who was already explosive in both games from the service line, has the opportunity to get another one here. And he's got Hinkle on his toes, but can't put it on the net.
How smooth he is moving back and forth. It's just a sight to see. We're moving into the last, or one of the second last rotations you may see before we hit the end here.
It was a great serve from Hinkle. But Riva, oh wow, what an open-handed shot. Very smart between the defensive double clutch.
And there Rahul Murthy rare off the net D trying to play, just trying to get something happen because the body is not working against Riva. Change of pace serve coming in.
Tries that drop shot. I think Murthy would have been there. He's pretty quick on his feet. The footwork from our Texas boys is incredible. That one's way too high.
On confidence. I think Ritto boys really needs one more to bring that energy back up and launch them into a game two win here. Double clutch just does it so quietly.
Yeah, they're
just by fist pumps. That's all they do. Just fist pumps. That's all they do. They win games. All business.
Ooh, Rahul goes back to that reverse. We talked about how good that serve is for him, and we haven't seen it a ton yet this game.
Yeah, we got a timeout called, I believe, by Ritto boys. Right then, I'm actually going to talk about Rahul Murthy. I was just thinking, pulling up his right reverse, right? His serve on percentage with that serve in their series in California, 67%. 2 out of 3, but 27% ace percentage. So, right, 2 out of 3 times he's hitting the net, 1 out of 3 times, not even of the one. So he's hitting it 2 out of 3 times he serves it. He gets an ace on half of those, about.
Yeah.
So, like, he misses that there. Maybe he's underperforming a little bit, but I don't blame him for continuing to go with it, right? Based on the stat, right, a quarter of the time he's getting an ace. That's just, why not do it? Yep.
I would do it every time.
Right, yeah.
I would do it every time. If you're telling me that 4 times in a match, basically,
Yeah.
I could steal points,
Yeah.
I'm going to serve like that always.
Right, and it's his most common. It's the tried and true.
And their defense is already so good. They may get a couple of breaks on defense.
Right.
Yeah, there's a reason these guys are in the national
They
championship.
don't need to get aces. I also have an interesting stat that I should have here, and I believe it is that, double clutch, or it might be actually be Ritto boys, is they may get aced often. However, if they get a touch, they can bring it back to the net, right? So here, they're not just forcing. They need to get clean aces, and so when Ritto boys gets it up, they're mostly going to get it back to net by clean hitting. I think this is true of both teams. You know, you may get aced often, but if I get a piece of it, I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, and they've proved that. They've made some plays. I mean, they're chasing balls down where they have to call redos in the stands. So, Ryder, Riva, and Era, fresh off the timeout, hits a reverse cut.
Called bad by Hinkle, and Ryder does agree, so they got maybe hit the side pocket. It's closer to where it was going and bounced it back out.
Yeah, they didn't even ask for observers, so must have been pretty obvious to the players. Riva faking, Hinkle barely moving.
Oh, just catches that above his head.
Frederick Hinkle, fresh off catching that ball off the net, hits a reverse cut.
He thinks clean. Based on the stats, that should be clean. His last one was bad.
That's right. Yeah, we just talked about how. All right, we've got our observers gathering.
The crowd is starting to chat.
Oh yeah, all of our crowd.
Excuse me, sorry.
Our entire crowd is full of professionals.
Oh, excuse me. It was a Hinkle serve. Not Murthy, but Hinkle is taking his place as the reverse cut king.
Wow, that is huge for them.
And that's very new for him.
And big smile as he moved over and they rotated. They got their lead back. And now Hinkle looks to try to help close this out. That's a good serve. Received well by Epperson, who another one opens it up just a little bit and splits the defense yet again.
This is actually exactly what Epperson needs to do. He needs to be this support player. He just has to make it work and hold so Riva and Eric can hopefully get one more ace to close this out.
Epperson goes for the drop. Hinkle was actually pretty far off of the net there. He covers ground so quickly, though. I don't expect it to have worked. Epperson at the line again. Hits a big serve, returned well by Hinkle, who absolutely sends that deep into the stands.
Just gone. Double clutch back in the hands of Murthy, hoping to do exactly what Hinkle just did, a reverse cut ace that would put them in a great spot to force a game 3.
That reverse cut was insane.
They're calling rim. It's going to go to observers. I know that for sure. Murthy did not seem sure. Hinkle was. We'll see what they say. Maybe one of those looked good, sounded bad. And it's called clean.
I was going to say, from my point of view, it looked like it hit the appropriate side of the net and didn't turn left. It stayed in line with where he hit it, which means the spin worked on that side. Big grunt on the serve, makes the crowd go wild. Doesn't work out for them, though. However, they've already taken the break. This is a pivotal moment for Ritto boys. They're going to need some defense or electricity from Ryder Riva if they don't want to see a game 3. Ryder Riva, the entire crowd getting dead silent as Riva steps out wide. They may play this. They do. Hinkle pulls this. Riva is there to make a play. The set needs to be good. Epperson hits it from off the net. That will hit the rim, and we are going to have a 3rd game here in our 2021 Roundnet National Championship for our Pro Division.
Wow. Hinkle is ecstatic. They are pumped up. Ritto is a little shaken, lost the energy. We just got to see what they can do. That was so close. You want to put that away. Epperson fell over. He has to be upset at himself for that, but wow, what a game.
That was the touch they wanted.
That was it.
They had the opportunity.
Again, right,
to
that would have
play
just
the
tied it.
defense.
That would have just tied it, right?
But you're still in it.
Yeah, you're still in it.
Anything can happen at that point. We've seen games go deep with lead changes up to like 32-30.
Yeah.
All you have to do is give yourself the opportunity. And with the right hand of Frederick Hinkle and Rahul Murthy, each getting an ace in the reverse cut in the later stages of that game, was the separation that they needed to send it to game 3.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
There is so much energy here. There's a Texas section right there that just went absolutely wild, rooting for their boys.
Yeah, they jumped out of their seats. You probably saw it on the stream. I'm not going to lie. That was awesome to see. And what more could you want? National championship, 2 of the best teams in the business, going at it for a 3rd game to see who is crowned this year's greatest. The national champion, top of the podium, first place.
And there are no 2 more deserving teams this weekend. They've both been playing so well, right? Not dropping a game until this finals. Those are both teams' first losses in this tournament.
That's crazy.
So it makes sense. It comes down to this,
Yep.
right? It comes all down to this. Hinkle and Murthy ready, already returning to the net. This has just been an incredible season, and what a freaking day we've had.
This whole weekend has been the experience of a lifetime. You guys, you have to be here. Next year, you have to be here. I mean, there's almost 1,200 of you, almost doubling our record in chat on twitch.com or twitch.tv/Spikeball right now. I mean, big shout out. Look at the Hellgiver98 is gifting a tier 1 sub to Lurch. I mean, there are so many of you in chat. Lad and Nampak, Seabass. I mean, come on, you guys. This is insane.
Unbelievable.
If you have that Amazon Prime membership, link it to your Twitch account. Get a free subscription to this channel.
Then you can spam some SRA logos.
Spam your logos. Spam your SRA logos. Light it up in chat. Start highlighting your messages. Do a bunch of stuff. If you do a tier 3 subscription, you get Tom Goulet's face as an emote. That's incredible. Come on. What are you doing,
What more could you
guys?
want? What
Come
more
on.
could you want?
Get in here. This is
Absolutely
unbelievable.
electric here. What do they got planned? Was that the tie? I don't know. No, but we're getting in here for game 3. It all comes down to this.
What's insane to me is that I just watched the viewership drop before game 3
I don't get
of the finals. And a reverse cut from Hinkle on the first serve is going to give them the earliest of early leads.
They're just coming out firing. That's huge because they lost rocks, paper, scissors. But to get it right back, and another one.
It's another one. They get a touch on this, and that was incredible. Around the back of Riva, Hinkle sets that with his left hand back to Murthy. Unbelievable play.
Unbelievable. Oh my God, the first 2 points of the game are those? Oh, double clutch. Come on. Come on.
I did not eat enough food for the energy this is taking out of me. This is unreal. Hinkle tries to hit another reverse.
Come on, the energy coming out of Hinkle is just, like I said, otherworldly.
The energy that he left the field with, he came right back on and used it to power his right hand.
When you see that pump fake, that fist pump, you know it's good.
Rahul's left hand. Oh, the observers may meet here. I didn't get a good look at it, so we will have to trust Fitzgerald, Dantowitz,
That's a clean
and
call.
Bodell.
Sorry, excuse me. They called the carry on one of their sets, I believe, and it was clean, so it went the way of
Good receive. Giving massive chase is Murthy. Hinkle's going to have to do everything he can to put this on the net, and can't. They were both at one point 50 feet away from the net.
Yeah, oh, the effort. The energy here is unmatched. Ritto boys is going to have to just, I think, get some big aces from Riva and Nera to match this energy and take some wind out of their sails. All cylinders firing in this game 3.
Yeah, these guys are not letting anything hit the floor if they have anything to say about it. I mean, Hinkle just did a 50-yard or a 20-yard dash just to send it to Murthy, who did his own sprint, who sent it back to Hinkle, who's sprinting towards the net, had to pump the brakes, and still almost got on the net. Drop shot by Epperson, easily defended by Hinkle. This goes up, soft touch, and he loses his footing. Epperson had a chance at that, but the fact that this game is 3-3, or 3-2 at our first rotation with the way it started. I mean, we're getting everything we paid for here.
Right. I was just edging my seat here. I stood up during that play. Like, it's wild over here. So many people. Of course, you can see under that Spikeball tent on the right, that's the Texas tent. And they're going to get fired up again with another ace by Hinkle.
Another huge serve. I mean, he said he was going to hit it hard. That is coming off the net with pace.
Double clutch, 3 seconds in a row. They do not want a fourth.
Ooh, it looked like he tried to go for a reverse there with a very hard swing. They do not change their arm movement at all. Hinkle with the shimmy. Epperson sets Riva's right hand. Both players get big, but doesn't work out for our Texas boys. Riva and Air is going to get the ball in after getting that point for Ritto boys. The fake and the lefty cut. Good set here from Rahul Murthy. A little too far, but with what he had to work with, great effort.
I love the effort level. Every point matters. Every touch matters. They're not saving anything. This is the last game of the season right here. There's nothing waiting for. There's no tournament next week. There's no Grand Slam coming up in November.
This is it.
This is it.
This is the culmination of all the hard work these 4 players have put in all season. A lot of fakes coming out from Riva. It worked well in the first and second game. It's just going right back to it. And double faults. It's hard to remember that so much cool stuff happened in that point that they dove on the first on the serve off the left hand just to even have a chance. Reverse cut, jams him. And Epperson, awkward fall there, grimacing as he hits the deck, but good point for double clutch.
Yeah, just when these guys are firing, they were a good pick to make it here because they're so consistent that they will just outlast you. And when they're zoned in, they're just absolutely zoned in like they look like right now.
Rahul Murthy opts to change the spike ball that he is using. Goes back to the one he just
now
threw.
has to settle for it, yep.
Doesn't step.
If you're curious, these players opt for softer balls, can get more cut over it, as well as older balls, maybe a little more pip grip.
Pip grip.
A little pip grip.
That is a thing.
I just said it, but
it sounds funny, but that is the thing. Coleman Epperson closed off, adjusts and hits a drop. Hinkle hits this high. It's going to be a predictable shot, but doesn't matter when you can hit the ball that far.
Wow. Hits the barrier. Unbelievable. Yeah. Almost a little slip up there, but not today. Double clutch's downfall has always been putting it down near the end. So I'm on the edge of my seat until we're at the very end there. Can they make the clutch plays?
Hinkle hits the ball so hard. It is called high. For him to go with the drop shot early after hitting like 90-mile-an-hour serves is unbelievable. It's a smart play as well. Now Riva back to the fakes. Hits a cut. They're going to play this one out. Epperson is there. It's a great first touch. The set is in stride, but Epperson jumps. Wanted to stop himself, I think, from trailing into the no-hit zone.
A little bit of a miss set there by Riva de Nera with it going just so far out there. He definitely wanted more air on it and didn't get it.
Yeah, I think he looked to hit him in stride there. Could have put a little bit more air and got him next to the net. At least extend the rally, if not put it away. But good job by double clutch. I mean, if they said early, we're going to send them. If they do get a touch, we're making them work for the points. Rahul tries to drop. Epperson leaned over, hops to his right, cut serve. Called high. And Frederick asks Rahul. Rahul says, yep. They give the ball to Epperson, who steps out wide right to try to hit a cut serve. Does not work out on the first one. 7-9, second serve for Epperson of the Ritto boys. And he will double fault again.
Back to Hinkle taking a deep breath.
Deep breath, double shimmy. Fuego serve, received very well by Riva, who hits a mid shot. The change of pace must have thrown him off a little bit. He was on a full sprint, pumped the brakes, but wasn't able to get it.
Yeah, and sometimes the ball hits your hand there, he had to hit the ball. So it wasn't as ideal as you would like there.
No, he was sprinting and then hit the brakes. Couldn't quite get it. Was turned around. Riva faking twice. That one lifts up a little too high off of the backside of the net. Now Ryder Riva steps out wide again. Tries to hit another one. Almost perfect, but clips the front side of the rim. 11-8. Ritto boys need to start not just putting away when they're receiving, but they need a couple of breaks. And it's hard to get breaks when these double clutch guys are serving as well as they are. Like that.
High up Rahul thinks clean. We're going to go to observers. And I think Ryan Fitzgerald is saying, I have high call, but we'll talk about it real quick. And it is high.
It's close. Another one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's observers for a reason. There's still a little bit of gray area in the sport. There's the same reason you have referees in other sports. These guys are doing a great job in keeping everyone honest and making an unbiased decision to ensure that this national championship goes the way it's supposed to. And Coleman Epperson, the guy that needs to light up here.
Going to go to observers on that one. Just want to be sure that it was good. I think we're going to very quick clean call from Ben Janchowitz on the right.
I almost think they use the observers there as a time to take a breather.
Yeah, maybe.
That one will be high. Bounces over our Stewart Spike Seltzer banner in the back. Epperson swings hard again. That one
I
also
thought they
high.
might go to the observer on this one. I think they are. I'm surprised. Yep, they are. Yep. Yep.
I mean,
Might as well.
They
Might
may
as well.
They may as well.
It's okay.
Get the right call. Get the right call from the
And it
people
was
who are
called
there
high.
to do it.
Yep, but just it's smart to use them. It just took them 5 seconds there, and you get a quick breather.
That
Disgusting.
is a perfect cut serve.
That is textbook and then some. That is grad level, PhD level.
That is a PhD.
That's PhD
cut serve.
textbook.
And then after hitting such a banger, he goes straight for the
the
drop
drop.
shot as Ryder Riva is 5 feet back from the service line.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see this angle on the cut serve that Hinkle hit. Oh, right at the camera. I mean,
hey, I don't think as good as Riva's left-handed, but unbelievable.
see if Riva actually goes back to it.
Ooh, the crowd groans to that. Ooh.
I think everyone in the crowd looked around to see if that was good. Ryder serving to Hinkle. Tries to hit a reverse and just misses short.
It's not working for Riva this game.
Some of these are going to have to start connecting if
Did he
Ritto
empty the
boys
tank?
want. Yeah.
And he needs just a little juice box to power up. Get something back.
Rahul Murthy, who's hitting incredible serves. I mean, there have been 4 or 5 aces from Hinkle and Murthy so far this game. They're playing out of their mind.
They are just putting it together. Ritto boys is not, and they are just looking so strong.
To be honest, they're playing like they want to be national champions. Riva hits that one up. Open hand push around the left side of Murthy.
Yep.
They still have 3 break points in order to feel like they're back in this, and they're running out of time. Epperson swings very hard.
But we just see a different double clutch. Or I want to say different. We see this every tournament. It just doesn't seem to go their way. Is it going to today?
He bodies up. Epperson getting the touch he needs, but not able to get the soft touch on it. The second touch to set up Ryder Riva. And Frederick Hinkle and Rahul Murthy keep trucking along, 5 points away from being national champions.
Oh my! I just can't believe what we're seeing. I keep forgetting that this is it.
And the reverse cut.
Oh my
These
God.
guys are fired up. These serves are unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Just another one. Hinkle's putting on a show. Oh, he wants it all.
And there, Rahul Murthy let one out earlier. Hinkle let out a huge grunt as he swung as hard as he possibly could on that one, and he did it. Again. Now let's check this replay out on Frederick Hinkle's reverse cut, and you see it just bounces outside of the outstretched hand of Coleman Epperson. Now Ryder Riva, the guy you want to be getting hot as you try to figure out what's happening here. He knows that this is going to go far. He needs to be running, but a great job by Frederick Hinkle to just send it.
Everything is working with double clutch. that serve receive was just immaculate. I don't know how they do this.
Rahul Murthy steps out to the left.
Getting more of the grunt.
Oh,
He
yeah.
wants this.
They don't just want to win; they want to put it away.
They said they're gonna beat them
And that's
bad
it right there.
into the rim, I believe. But they might go to the observers. They say, I don't know, just have them talk.
Might as well. It looked, I mean, again, looked good, sounded bad from my point of view, but it stayed so low, it's almost, it would have to be the perfect serve to have stayed that low.
I don't think we'll see a clean call here.
I don't either.
My take. But if there's no definitive call from the observers, we're going to do a redo, and that's what we get there. Not excited if you're Ritto boys for that.
Was that a second serve?
That was second, so I believe we'll stay second serve.
Here we go, Coleman!
Rahul Murthy. Swings hard, reverse cut. It was so good. Epperson's going to have to backhand this, and he pulls it over the net. 2 points away from national championship.
Oh, it is looking
double clutch.
so heavily favored towards double clutch right now. They are putting it all together at the right time.
Absolutely, and this is going to, Ritto boys is going to be thinking about the end of last game for a while. Ryder Riva steps out, drops it. Oh, okay. I didn't think so. Rahul Murthy here to serve at 19-13. That is a double fault.
Now Ritto boys need to get 6 or 7 points. Excuse me, 7 points in their next 2 serving opportunities.
Coleman, closed off stance, opens it up and hits this one very high.
He said if he's at 19-20, what is he doing? He's doing the open stance. That's his tried and true. It's his most consistent. He feels good. Let's see if we get it here.
Steps out again, and it hits it high yet again.
Frederick Hinkle, is he clutch?
I mean, of course he is. They're double clutch for a reason. Can he put it away by his own hand? Left hand from Epperson receives it as well. He's going to swing hard. Hinkle sending it towards the crowd, but does not quite lay out.
He maybe wants a replay because it was into kind of the crowd and some of the stream setup. And they are going to take a timeout. Excuse me, Ritto boys is going to take a timeout. I believe they're going to give that point to Ritto boys, not call the replay, and give them the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, smart by Ritto boys. It's going to get right back into the hand of your star server. I mean, the person that you want to have the ball in a moment just like this.
Just like this.
He can get hot. He's done it before. Will he do it now to save their championship run? I mean, this is it. A good return by double clutch will make them national champions.
Yeah, and yeah, Riva and Epperson, 5 breaks is what they need to do it. It's possible. It's unlikely. Double clutch, they're taking their time to just zone in and say, 1 more point.
Yeah.
1 more point. And the season wrap, they did all they came for. Those 3 seconds, they don't care. This is what it was all about.
For sure. I mean, they've positioned themselves so well before this tournament to make a deep run. They've worked extremely hard. And now, Ritto boys is all but out of here. Ryder. We heard him on the sideline saying he's saving his serves for this. 20-15. Ryder's first serve, a reverse opportunity.
He needs to get it on here or it's curtains.
Deep breath. And they will play this for the integrity of the game. They get no touch, and double clutch has become your 2021 Spikeball Roundnet National Champions. A team that's worked so hard for this.
Unbelievably deserved, and they storm! Look at that! Oh my God, congratulations to Frederick Hinkle and Rahul Murthy. They are ecstatic. They have put their names in history, and dude, they deserve it. Oh my God. And look at that, Jack Scotty coming in with the trophy immediately to Murthy.
These guys are absolutely, can't wipe a smile off their face if you tried. I mean, they worked incredibly hard all season just to be here. They're holding the trophy right now. Ritto boys played so hard but the end of Game 2 is going to be the bane of their existence until they get into next season. And we will be setting up an interview with these guys, but we're going to let them revel in this moment. Ritto boys, props to them. Second place, a team that was young and hungry and came in firing, but ultimately the robots that are Double Clutch, the guys that work so hard, train for this,
We
are the guys that take it down.
have friends crying for them. They know how they work. All these Texas guys train together all the time. They all take it so seriously and work so hard. They're just I'm so happy for them.
Every single one. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera
No,
yet.
we're just
all,
watching
all
them.
these guys are soaking it in. I can't stare at them. It'll be like the third time I've cried
Yeah, we
this
can't
weekend.
cry again.
That is too much for me. These guys balled out here in the final. I don't know if I have the number exactly right, but I think it was 6 aces.
Oh my God.
On a couple of different types of serves, a lot of reverse cuts, but then some jams and cuts that just. What do you even do when you're hitting 90 miles an hour? Like, unbelievable.
I'm so glad I'm not the one interviewing Frederick, because I would cry for him. Unbelievable.
Yeah, these guys are having the time of their lives right now. This weekend has been the most incredible association of people getting together to celebrate the biggest season of their lives, the biggest year that Spikeball Roundnet has had thus far. It's continuing to grow because of people like you who tune in to watch this, because of people like Andrew Gassaway who puts this on. But we do want to hear from our newest national champions. So Vinny Bonta, our field correspondent, is going to be interviewing them right now. Can't wait to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, and we are here, the 2021 National Champions Double Clutch. Good job, boys. Frederick, you said coming in why you're going to win. You work harder. You wanted it more. How's it feel right now?
It feels unbelievable. I mean, we ripped it through them, and we played our best, and they played great, and we're really fortunate now.
That's awesome. Raul, you told me you were much nervous talking to us than you were for that game. I think it showed with how cool you were. Down one game, no pressure. How are you feeling? What was it like, that game 2, down a couple breaks to really come back from it to get the championship?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. We just needed to, receive Ryder. I mean, he said his hands were a little bit sweaty, and that was like the little edge we needed.
Yeah.
Just cut it a little less wide, and Fred really anchored down and got it. So
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
All right, what's the plan tonight? What are we doing? What are we doing to celebrate? What's it like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, we're just so thankful. We're probably going to get a drink. I know he's got a flight in the morning, so you never know. He might go pretty hard, but we're going to have a good time.
What are you going to do?
I have a project due, so I need to do that. I need to complete it.
All right, last question. 2022, defending national champions. Are we running it back? What's the goal? How high can this team go?
I mean, I think the real thing is we've got a real edge in this rule set right now. We play really hard. We can play good defense. And if they keep the game in this defensive state where serve power is effective, we're going to have a good shot, and we're going to give it a go. But, yeah.
Fred, we talked about it. We said anyone, anywhere, if they work hard enough, can do this. You quoted that. You told me that a couple months ago, and you're here right now. You're the guy who went harder. You guys wanted it more. I'm so pumped that you guys are our national champions, our representatives. And, guys, that could be you. This sport's young enough. You could get to be what these guys are doing right now. Thank you for an awesome season, boys.
I got to thank people. We got to say thank you. We didn't do it alone. There were so many people along the way. Logan and Brian gave us so many opportunities to play tournaments. Our parents have supported us so much. The A&M club, so many guys have tossed for us for hours just doing hitting drills, received on us, served to us. So we're so thankful to all those guys, the Y-Spike guys to compete with. And it's been a team effort. It's not just us. This is just the two of us culminating all of them.
Texas forever. Texas forever.
Yeah. I mean, Fred, gosh, it's crazy. Fred.
We'll give this a Fred. It's getting a little heavy.
Yeah, no, he made me what I am, Fred. Like, he practiced with me so much. Like, I mean, when I started, he was already really good, but he still decided to play with me. He saw potential in me, and thanks, Fred, for that. And also, thanks, Mom and Dad, for sponsoring me. couldn't have made it to these tournaments without you. Thank you.
Well, guys, we're going to go back to the best of the business, Mike and Bryce. But again, this could be you. You could be Raul. You could be Frederick. You guys can do it. Thanks, guys, for a good season. So we're still on? Yeah. All right, really rough transition by me there. Guys, we have Ritto, just lost a tough match. Boys, these aren't fun to do. These interviews suck. How are we feeling right now? What are we doing?
Dude, we feel great. We had one of the best tournaments. We had the most fun. Yeah, they played great. You got to give it to them. There's only so much you can do.
Coleman, this is gonna sting. It says sting for a while. What's a game plan for 2022? What are we thinking? What do we learn today that will propel you to do what they did tonight?
Learn how to reverse cut, probably. Be helpful. I don't know. They played a great game. We knew that we needed to win game 2. We knew game 3 they would come in and hit some good serves, and it would be a lot tougher of a match. And I don't know. They just made serves, and we got cold. So it is what it is. But they played great. They're the best team. They deserve it. So.
Well, boys, from my perspective, you guys put on an absolute show today. We are so thankful. I mean, if you look at like the top 8, the amount of people who are under 22 who are there aren't many, and we had a team of 2 young guns who I think the floor is the sky is the ceiling. Ceiling is the sky for you. Whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But guys, thanks for a great season. We're really thankful to have you guys in the scene. You guys are 2 great ambassadors, and we're excited to see what the future holds for you guys. Now we're actually going to kick it back to the best of the business, Mike White and Bryce Clifford.
Thank you to Vinny, and thank you to all of you that have been watching. This has just been absolutely an incredible weekend. I have to say, if you've never been to a Spikeball Roundnet tournament or anything, you need to join. Tournaments.spikeball.com, the Spikeball app. That's fuengo.io. That's how you find all of your local community and tournaments, because you got to. It's a blast, right?
Yeah, get on the Spikeball app. If you're in here right now in the Twitch chat, type in !tournaments, and that'll bring up. I list the tournaments. Tournaments.spikeball.com. You can click there and see anything upcoming in your area. The Spikeball app is a huge tool to find pickup games and people in your area. Yeah. Fuengo.io is another way to find all of the tournaments in your area. I mean, you really have no excuse to not have been here right now. And if you hit !SRA Facebook, that will also take you to the Spikeball Roundnet Association Facebook page, where there is a lot of discussion about the sport. I'm sure there will be a lot of people congratulating our new champions, Double Clutch, Rahul Murthy and Frederick Hinkle. There's no real reason for you to not get engulfed in this community. Everyone is amazing. You get to meet people like Mike White and Andrew Gastaway, and honestly, I can't be more thankful that I got to be here behind the desk doing it with you. This is amazing.
And we got to sign off very soon, but first I'm going to shout out our sponsors, right? Stewart Spike Seltzer, VII Apparel, Hampton Farms, Pair of Thieves, Protein 2.0, that helped put this tour series together. And of course, the biggest shout out to Nora White, Jack Scotty, the SRA team that put it all together. And the biggest shout out to Andrew Gassaway here behind the stream, who absolutely crushing it and put all these streams together. This was an unbelievable production. At least we think so. We hope you had a great time at home. And that's all thanks to the work this guy does. Last we said, just thank you for enjoying Roundnet, and thank you for allowing us to transport you into the world we love right here.
Love it. That's humongous. I don't even know what else to do. I think I'm going to miss my flight if we don't get out of here pretty soon. But again, you guys, there were over 1,000 people here just to watch this happen. Yeah. So if you're not here next year, just know that you're missing out.
Yeah. Or you can watch the great stream next year.
Or watch the stream.
That's true.
That would help.
If you had a great time, just do it. Anyway, we are going to sign off. Thank you again. Signing off from 2021 Spikeball Roundnet Nationals, the Proving Grounds, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, Mike White, and Bryce Clifford. Thank you for tuning in.